I'm Bill Fong. I'm an immigration attorney here in Houston, Texas.
Hi, I'm Denise McGettrick, and I'm an immigration attorney with Fong & Associates.
And Fong & Associates is an immigration specialty law firm. We actually specialize in getting visas for foreign nationals to come to the United States to start up U.S. business operations. In this short video, we're going to cover how most foreign nationals can come to the United States to start up business operations and how to get a longer-term visa to actually operate those different kinds of businesses. So I'm going to be discussing about the visa waiver program, and Denise is going to explain some details about the B-1 business visitor visa. So the visa waiver program is actually not a visa. So if you're a citizen of one of the 37 different visa waiver countries, mostly Western European, some Middle Eastern, some Asian countries, then you're actually not required to have any visa at all to come to the United States for business-related activities. But these kinds of business activities are not work authorization. So you can come to the United States to set up a corporation, to do some due diligence, to meet with an accountant, to meet with investors, to meet with engineers or manufacturing people, distribution people, your patent lawyer. Certainly all allowed under the USCIS regulations. The visa waiver program allows for you to come to the United States for 90 days or less, and then you have to leave the United States. There really are very few options to stay in the United States any longer than that on the visa waiver program, and there are very few options to extend that. However, there are some of those options under the B-1 business visitor visa.
The B-1 business visa allows for you to apply for your visa at your home embassy or home consulate if you are not a citizen of one of the visa waiver countries. And you can also explain that you seek the visa in order for your startup. Once you're approved for the visa, you can enter. You can also apply for an extension. Initially, you're given 6 months of stay.
So those are two different ways that a foreign national can come to the United States to engage in those first, startup activities. And then after that, you're looking for something a little bit more long-term to actually start the business operations. Two of the most common visas for foreign nationals are going to be the E-2 Treaty Investor Visa and the L-1A International Executive. So I'm going to explain a little bit about the E-2 visa. But that visa is very, very flexible. It's actually one of the most flexible visas in the United States. It does require that there's a treaty between the United States and your home country. So to check that, of course, you can just go to our website, fonglegal.com, and check on the E-2 visa page to see if your country has an E-2 treaty with the United States. But if it does, then you can apply for the E-2 visa if you meet three basic requirements. The first one is that you have to have a substantial investment in the United States. The second thing, you have to be able to show the ability to develop and direct the business. And third, you have to show the authority to control the business operation. So the first part about that is the substantial investment. The amount of money is going to vary depending on the type of business operation and the industry that you're in. So a service-oriented business will typically require significantly less of an investment than a manufacturing operation or a real estate development operation. Nonetheless, you have to be able to show that there's a substantial investment, which means money spent, not just money allocated or money in a bank or money waiting to be spent. It's money actually spent. That's the services definition of investment. Second, we have to be able to show that you have the ability to develop and direct. So really, we're looking at your educational background, your work history, to see whether or not you will have a successful enterprise in the United States. The consular officer wants you to succeed. Your accelerator wants you to succeed. We want you to succeed. And they'll issue out the visa if we can show that you have what it takes to succeed, whether that's a patent you already have or some kind of an exclusive distribution for certain products or just an amazingly innovative product. Third, we do have to be able to show that you have the authority to control the U.S. business operation. And quite simply, that's typically just a majority ownership of the U.S. business. So if you have those three things, we can apply for the E-2 visa at your home consulate. We usually go ahead and prepare the application. Then we would have you do an interview preparation, and we'd assist you through the interview process. The visas are typically issued out in either 1 up to 5 year periods. And whenever you come into the United States, you'll typically be given 2 years at a time to stay in the United States. It's a great visa. You can also bring in other foreign nationals from your same country if we can show that they're also executives, upper-level managers or what they call essential employees. It's a very, very good visa, and it's a very flexible visa. There's also the L1A visa.
If you have worked abroad for a minimum of a year as an executive or a manager, then the L1 visa is for you. If you can show that you have executive or managerial experience abroad, such as managing other employees, other professional employees, or if you've engaged in policy decisions, HR decisions, things of that nature, you likely qualify for the L1 visa. That is submitted to USCIS in the form of a petition. And you're basically stating to them, because of my executive or managerial experience abroad, I am qualified to transfer myself to engage in my startup operations in the U.S. Once you have an approval from USCIS, you can apply for your visa along with your family members. You're also held to the kind of lower new office standard. Part of that new office standard shows that your startup has a plan. So you show your business plan. You show that you have facilities. You show that you have a lease or a mortgage. You can show that you have sufficient staff that is necessary in order for your startup to begin. Once you enter, and after you enter on your L visa, you can seek extensions. Also, your team members can also be brought to the United States if they too have a minimum of 1 year of managerial or executive experience abroad, or also as a specialized knowledge individual. They too can bring their family members to also come to the U.S.
So, in summary, to come to the United States to start up your business operations, the visa waiver is very good if you're from one of the 37 visa waiver countries. It's good for up to 90 days. You can set up your company, open up bank accounts, have your meetings, go to conventions, go to conferences, things like that. If you are not from one of those 37 countries, you would apply for a B1 business visitor visa to do these exact same activities. You'll probably be given 6 months on your entry in the United States to do those exact same activities. After you set up your company, if you have a treaty with the United States, if your country has a treaty with the United States, you may qualify for the E2 if you have a substantial investment, the ability to develop and direct, and the authority to oversee the business operation, or the L1A visa if you have an overseas company and has the correct corporate relationship with a U.S. operation, and that you're also coming to the United States to work as an executive or an upper-level manager. So for more information about any of those visas, please visit our website, fonglegal.com. You can download information about the actual visas, as well as a detailed document list. And of course, if you have any questions at all, feel free to give us a call. We're here for you. You can always call me, Bill Fong. You can call Denise. We'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions directly. It's an exciting time for you, and we hope you do well in the United States.
Thank you.